Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2 French Tier 5 Premium SPG, and it's located on the north spawn of Murovanka Encounter, and it's under the command of Elirox. Now, battle's about to start. Okay, they're off. Now, Elirox is armed with a 105mm light field howitzer. That's where it gets the name leFH from. Light Feldhaubitze, which is German. And yes, it is actually a German Arty. Although it's in the French tech tree, Wargaming put it in the wrong tech tree by deliberate deliberation. They actually decided to put a German Arty in the French tech tree because they were announcing the French tech tree at the time. And they already had German Arty, so I don't think they actually wanted to create a historical mistake, but it is a historical mistake because the Fifi is actually German, not French. In fact, the 16 that they made during the Second World War ended up serving in France. I think some of them actually served on the Channel Islands, but they weren't very successful. In the game, they're very successful because they've got a very fast reload rate. 7.51 seconds between shots, and the 105mm rounds will do 410 alpha, and they penetrate 53mm of armor with a 1.91 meter burst radius. So if you can land a shell near an enemy target, they will do damage, and they are very, very accurate once they're dialed in on the target. Now it's a tier 6 game. He's tier 5 Arty. He fired at a Striv. Just missed it. Oh, it's not a Striv, sorry. That's a Strodny V39. That's a jet tank. Going for the Nashorn now. That's a German tank destroyer. Oh, it went long. I think he was anticipating the Nashorn pulling back and he didn't. Okay, these guys are going to be a lot easier to hit because they're very slow and they're sticking together. And he did damage the tracks of that Matilda, but he pulled back fast enough to avoid the shell. Fires at T28. This time he gets a big hit, and that was a penetrating shot, 364. The Matilda goes down. He fires a blind shot and kills the Strodny, even though he didn't expect to. He didn't even know he was there. He fires around at the T34, just misses. Goes after the Nashorn again. This guy, the Nashorns should be easier to hit. They're basically the same as a Hummel. It's basically a Panzer IV hull, but with a huge gun mounted on it. In that case, it's an 88mm. And he pulls back because there's a Striv 74 in the cap. And he's trying to get a reset. Rounds out. And he does get a reset. Hits the Striv for 164. Go for the T28 again. And this time round he does hit him for 148 and tracks him. And he's now one shot. Rounds out. This should be a kill. It is. Now, Elirox is pulling back after each shot. Now, I know some Arty players make that mistake of pulling back because you then don't get to see what actually happens to the shell when it impacts the target. In fact, he did get a blind kill on that Strodny, and that was by virtue of the fact that we saw the results come up in text. But if he had actually hit something and pulled away, he wouldn't even know that he hit it because you wouldn't see an explosion or hear an explosion. You wouldn't know what you'd hit. M4A3E2, the Sherman Jumbo. Tough armour at the front, but at the sides it's fairly weak, and they are susceptible to HE. 68 hit points that time. Lines him up, rounds out. Good hit. 134 this time. That looked like it hit the turret. Trying to line up a shot on him. He keeps moving. He obviously is an experienced counter-Arty player because if you keep moving like that, it makes it very difficult to actually pin you down. The Striv pulls back as well and ducks below the ridgeline, almost anticipating the shot coming in. Now there's a box tank there, the SU-100 white with a 13cm gun, and he's not moving. But that shell impacting against the house will probably persuade him to move. Rounds out. Now I saw a shell go in there and it hit something because it disappeared without an explosion. There's a Soviet tank destroyer there. the Su-76M. One of those in the tank museum. Rounds out. Direct hit, and it kills him. Okay, AT2, British tank destroyer, tier 5. Very heavily armoured. And that was a direct hit. He definitely touched him. And there's an even better target. The M10 RBFM, the French version of the Wolverine. Direct hit. Oh, he got a fire! And a premium fire extinguisher went off. Yep, he definitely set fire to that one. And if he can land a shell close enough, he will take that one out the game. He's already got 3 kills. Oh, the M10's been killed. M37 got the kill on that one. So he's just waiting for sign of where that AT2 went. There's only 5 left on the enemy team. Fires at the AT2. Direct hit, 162. Keep it piling on. Reloading and rounds out again. Another direct hit. Everybody seems to be firing in that direction. You can see shells firing in and they're not coming out the other side. Well, at least one did there, but it could be the AT2 has moved. Okay, no sign of him now, but the box tank has appeared and he's actually fairly close to the cap area. Fire around at him, but that wasn't fully dialed in, so it missed. There's the KV-1, very low on hit points, fires around ahead of his path, and he gets the kill! That's 4 kills! Now you notice that Elirox is actually using coffee and croissant, and that massively increases the reload rate and the accuracy of the gun, so it's very highly recommended for Arty players to use premium consumables. It makes the game a lot better. Okay, he's trying to get that Su-100, but he's dicing with that Panzer IIIJ. Good hit! Tracked him, but he burned his repair kit to get free. Trying to get a shot on the Panzer IIIJ. Fires another round in. Oh, another hit! But that Panzer IIIJ is going to come a cropper. Yeah, I'm afraid the Su-100Y keeps trying to get his gun to bear. And the Panzer IIIJ keeps driving through the arc of fire. And the AT2 gets the kill in the end. Rounds out the box tank. Nope, didn't get it that time, but he can go for it this time. Rounds out. Near miss, tracks him. He's burned his repair kit, so he can't do anything more. He's stuck there now until he dies. That's another hit. Potentially the high caliber. Just keep firing those rounds in. Oh, lost his aim there for a second. The same spot. That's it. Okay, the strips moved up now to block the capping. You can't see the box tank anymore, so I suspect he may have pulled back. There he is. Yeah, he's licking his wounds the other side of the hill. But now he's got an even bigger wound. That's 162 hit points. He's now one shot. Any second now he's going to be out the game. Rounds out and... oh, now they managed to dodge that one. Well, there's only 3 enemies remaining. There's 4 on our team. 1 Arty on the enemy team. 2 Artys on our team. In fact, the enemy team is basically just that AT2 and the Su-100Y. And of course, he's badly wounded. And the AT2, well, we last saw him. He had very low hit points as well. Their Artys come close. There he is. Getting close to the cap. Lining him up for a shot. That hit the wreck. Now that box tank is very important to him. He's got a 13cm gun, which is basically a tier 8 gun on a tier 6 tank destroyer. It's capable of doing a lot of damage. Okay, well, the box tank is no more. It's just the AT2 and the Su-5 now. And it'd probably be a good idea for Elirox to move in and try and find those enemies. In fact, he's found the Su-5. There he is. Dialing in. Good hit. Wipes out the Su-5 completely. That's his 5th kill. If he can kill this AT2, he ends up with a top gun. Okay, he damages him slightly. Can he get another one in? Rounds out. Oh, yes! He did it with a heat round! He's run out of standard HE. He fired a heat round in. It went right through the side of that AT2 and won the game. Excellent shot. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Elirox in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 27. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And his win rate from the game was 14,082. Incredibly high. And in fact, the results are so big that you have to scroll the page to see all of the tanks that he struck during that game. Let's have a look at team score. Highest damage, 3,121 hit points from that one. 1,400 hit points went to the Bishop on the enemy team. He got a DeLanglades medal. That's for hitting or damaging or killing, I think, 4 enemy tanks that are in the camp and capping. So, yes, it's dead difficult to get in the extreme. The next high scorer was the Striv M42, who managed to get 1,130. When it came to kills, nobody can beat Elirox with 6 kills, though the Bishop tried. He got 5 kills in that game, and then 3 kills went to the M37, the other Arty on our team. And when it came to base XP, it was Elirox. Yes, 1,253, which is enough for the ace tanker. 724 went to the T3485, and 714 went to the Striv M42. He fired 46 rounds in that game. He only had 4 rounds left at the end of it. 20 direct hits, 5 penetrations, 25 splash. Damage of 3,121 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 6, and did 263 hit points of damage assistance. He actually also got 12 defense points when resetting the cap. On a free-to-play account, he earned 42,695 credits, and after resupply of ammunition and consumables, took away 22,935 credits. He picked up 5 bonds for the medals, 3 for the Gores, 1 for the high caliber and 1 for the Top Gun, and 1,253 base XP. Same again for completing the mission and events, and 334 for this being a premium vehicle, so he took away 2,840 experience points altogether. So a very nice set of awards there for a very good game, and that last shot with the heat round, the high explosive anti-tank, was a very good move, although technically he'd run out of HE rounds, so he didn't have anything left to shoot at the guy. But it was a good move because the heat round could carve a hole right through the centre of that tank. And with a 350 alpha on the heat rounds, yes, he was bound to take that guy out one shot. So very, very well done indeed, Elirox. And of course, happy birthday, because today is his birthday. Or at least it is on the day that this will be published. So well done. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.